Welcome to the Phoenix Empath Intuitive. We sometimes give our light and energy to people who will never see our worth, and sometimes we have to take our power back by using affirmations, visual inspirations, and meditations. I am here to give you motivation on how the past is always our teacher. Please do me a favor and like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through. Purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my six, meaning have my back because I have yours. Thank you, and I love you guys. Hey guys, it's me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see what your energy is. I'm going to pull from the shadow deck and then the What's the Tea deck, and then we're going to pull from this deck. I can't think of the name of it. Of course, we're going to pull tarot. I'll decide which tarot deck I'm going to pull once we get to the cards. And then also, we're going to pull from the Four Agreements and the Crystal deck. You guys stay tuned if you want to. Stay tuned to the end if you want to learn about the chakras and also the explanation of the chakras and of the Four Agreements. Also, I think that I might put it in a separate video and tag it to up here somewhere to the video that's playing right now. You guys do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my six, meaning have my back because I have yours. This is by Maruk X, the shadow deck. The rebellious shadow came out. I'll pull one more. It says, make your inner rebel work for you and not against you to balance what's best for you and those around you. And then we have, oh boy, bottom of the deck is a sanctimonious shadow. It says, create an environment of openness, trust, and collaboration, and look at things from a different perspective. So you are looking at things from a different perspective. That is what I believe these retrogrades and the blue moons and the new moons and everything like that had us do. The rebellious side of everything again. Make your inner rebel work for you and not against you to balance what's best for you and those around you. And so we also have the volatile shadow, the restless shadow, and the excessive shadow. It says, before you spring into action, ask yourself if your anger is a friend or an enemy. Boom. Yeah, that's what you got to do, because your anger comes either from somebody pissing you off or somebody taking advantage of you. But the friend or enemy, I don't know where my phone is, but it being a friend or enemy, I'm gonna read it again just to clarify, because it's explosive temper and easily angered, moody, feeling strongly, and overreacts. So you're not overreacting. This is built up emotions. When it comes to people playing and taking your kindness for a weakness, it comes with the emotions of what it is that you're going through right now, and we let everything pretty much build up and turn around. Once it builds up, then we start flashing. That's when we get in our Queen of Swords energy. But you got to realize, again, that inner work, this volatile energy, you need to take it and put it within yourself. That's what always gets me through things, is because that fiery energy that comes out because somebody takes my kindness for a weakness, I just put it into myself. And that's when things start to happen. That's when you start to plant the seeds and you start to create the things that you really, and start doing the things that you have kind of put on hold for a person, place, thing, or situation. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This could be for you or it might not. But then we have the restless shadow. It says, your life was meant to be one bumpy ride of evolution and change to help you decide what you truly desire. So this is when you thank a person and say, you know what, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here where I'm at now. I wouldn't have got to this goal. I wouldn't have got to where I was able to accomplish these things. I wouldn't have walked away from you if you weren't making me feel some type of way, whether person, place, thing, situation, jobs, however you want to say it. But that is kind of how I see that energy. Excessive shadow. You may be doing too much. What have you become a slave to? You see what I'm saying? And this is why you know that you have done your best in a situation, but sometimes it is excessive. Sometimes it is a point to where you're taking all of your time and kind of um taking all of your time and kind of I'm not having a brain freeze. I'm kind of trying to pick the word to say you're taking all of your time and you're dedicating all of your time and energy to a situationship and whether a job, person, place, thing, situation, and you aren't putting that into yourself. So it says you may be doing too much. What have you become a slave to? Do everything in moderation. So is when you start to pull back your energy. Once you stop getting in your Queen of Swords energy, you have to think about it and say, let me see where my chakras are off at. I'm going to pull from What's the Tea. Again, I might pull from the Sacred Signs and Symbols by Serendipity Tarot. But again, What's the Tea is by Starry Eye Tarot 777. But this is where you are right now. You're in your rebellious mode. And it's because, again, people took your kindness for weakness, a sharp tongue. Yep. Oh, sorry. In the reverse, I think this was the reverse. It's Earth Angel. So I'll look and see. Someone good and pure with honest intentions, kind hearted, keeps it real. So right now, this is not an Earth Angel. This is somebody who you're using your sharp tongue. This person has no filter, saying nasty ish, has a tendency to say very critical things about people. So again, this isn't an Earth Angel. This is okay. You were this person's Earth Angel, not anymore. You have a sharp tongue now, but before you were their Earth Angel and they had the sharp tongue. So this is when it gets to a point to where you start to mirror the things. The fifth house, one's hobbies, interests, recreational and leisure activities, what one does for entertainment. And so this is how this person got their rocks off. This is why they do the things that they do, because they think it's funny when it comes to playing with people's emotions. And then I'm going to go ahead and read this over again so that you can see what the sanctimonious shadow is. It says, create an environment of openness, trust, and collaboration, and look at things from a different perspective. Yeah, see, if you don't look at things from a different perspective, this is the perspective that you'll be at when it comes to you losing it. You know what I mean? And so it says, stay away from things that get you in trouble and use your life experiences wisely. You can overcome your past. And so this is the thing. You're looking at things for what they are. You're looking at what entertains the person, and you're going from there because of the fact that this person, you know, you're mirroring this person's energy, twin flame energy. This is not an easy situation when it comes to twin flames. You have to understand what the twin flame is doing. And a lot of it is mirroring and forcing you to be creative. And that is why it came out sideways. This is the Empress energy forcing you to be creative, but forcing you to see the beauty in yourself. Because at some point, you only saw the beauty in this person, if that makes sense. And so therefore, that is why that energy comes out. All of this schizophrenia. Yeah. See, schizophrenia. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I had popcorn earlier. Schizophrenia comes out unsure because, again, your volatile shadow and the rebellious shadow is here because you're restless, and you did things out of excess. And so it comes out. And this is where the burdens lie at when it comes to why you did the things that you did, but why it's causing you burdens because you're taking it personally. That's why I tell you always to practice the four agreements or understand what the four agreements are. Being impeccable with your words, not taking anything personal. Don't make assumptions, because at the end of the day, you have always done your best. But the fifth agreement is be skeptical, but learn to listen. And that is this sanctimonious thing. You're going to really listen to what is calling out to you when it comes to dealing with the person. You're doing this because you are taking things personally from this person's energy. But bottom of the deck is awareness. You are aware of, I'm recording. You are aware of what it is that this person is doing. And that is you actually getting to a point to where you understand chariot energy. This is you moving forward, overcoming the obstacles. No, go back in there. No. This is you overcoming the obstacles and, coming out of your shell. This is the Phoenix rising. This is who Cancer is. It's aware. When you become aware of people's things and situations, the way people are, and when you stop taking things, kindness for weakness, you realize that the outsider, which is Five of Pentacles type energy, where you're looking at things, or sorry, the Five of Cups energy, you're looking at things, you have the insight and knowledge to know what's causing sadness. Five of Cups energy, this is childhood trauma of a person. This could be childhood trauma, or this could be, issues that you could have suffered from, and why you were afraid to have an adventure, or why you're going on an adventure because of the burdens. At one point, you weren't looking at why these things triggered you, or why you did so much, why you excessively took, respectfully, not a personal beating, but not a real beating, hopefully. But my thing is that why you let, people take advantage of you, and this is how you feel at the end of the day. Now these could be wounds, or this could be you looking like a clown, or feeling like a clown, or feeling like a fool because you didn't take leaps for yourself, and that is because something kept you stagnant. But once you realize that, and you learn to heal up, about the locked doors, or why people kept you outside of a situation, then you'll understand, and you're ready to go on an adventure, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the sacred signs and symbols. But again, this is the twin flame energy of you guys mirroring each other, and you being aware now. You're not an earth angel anymore. You are rebellious and volatile and sharp tongued. And this person was all of these things, right? And you were this, and now it's vice versa. And you're on an adventure. You're doing things, and going out and doing things, and yeah, codependent. So this card comes out, water. Yeah, there's no emotions here. Our energy, it kind of came out in reverse, but if it came out unsure, replenish feelings and emotions. So let's just keep it the way it came out. There's no emotions there. Yeah, there's endings here. There's, yeah. So tower energies, death energies. Death isn't always the end. It's the transformation that brings new beginnings. The volcano is sometimes you got to tear down, which is tower, the limiting structures you built for yourself to move forward, rebuild better, stronger, and wiser. It's because people sabotage your energy. Sabotage, or was it you doing things in excess that sabotaged your energy? And yeah, they were reckless, impulsive, and wild. And now that's what you're kind of doing. You wanted this proposal and an apology, but you realize that this person who you expected things from, who you wanted, somebody to be sweet to you, was not, because they had issues. You see, these are two children sitting right here, childhood issues of what kept them closed behind doors or locked up. And now this child is going on an adventure, which is fun, flirty, and teasing, and understanding addictions, bad habits, and codependence, and why they keep you stagnant, if that makes sense. Bottom of the deck is burdens. Yeah, burdens, baggage, and escapism again comes out with suppression. This is Ten of Wands energy. What's causing you turmoil, the burdens, the baggage, and being it, and like basically running from it. But at some point, you can't run from it. You have to deal with it, and that is where the energy comes in at when it comes to dealing with the person, place, thing, or a situation. I'm going to clarify creativity, which is the Emperor energy, and schizophrenia. You're not going out on a limb. That's what this reminds me of, Tina Turner, out on the limb. You're not going out on a limb for anyone, because you know what it does to you. It can become addictive when you see certain potential in certain people. And so you're not doing that. I'm going to go ahead and pull from regular tarot to see what comes out. But again, the Empress energy, we're clarifying the Empress energy. The card that tried to come out is ego. The Five of Swords energy that tried to come out. We're clarifying the Empress energy. Yeah, you're not going out on a limb for anyone else anymore. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. So now you see the beauty in yourself. Everything is starting to come to fruition, or come to the forefront. Ten of Pentacles. Each pentacle is equivalent to a year. Could be 10 years. You're finally at a point to where you're starting to see the beauty in yourself. Yeah, Ten of Cups energy is here is also happy life, happy wife. So once you start to see the beauty, everything will start to fall into place. And also because you reach this plateau, Four Cups energy. And yeah, when it comes to love and having the courage to go after the things that you want, new beginnings, right? Desires. Okay, all of these cards come out. Jeez. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Page of Wands energy. You had to let go of the past. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. So enjoy. All of these cards come out. I'll go ahead and take them. So you're in the situation to where you're looking at the present moment. You're understanding about the past, which is causing you to, hold back or to do things excessively. The Tower energy comes out. The Tower is, remember, tearing down the limiting structures you built for yourself to move forward, rebuild better, stronger, and wiser. That's the Tower. We have the Judgment, a realization, back to the sanctimonious, which is you having a realization. We have the burdens, yeah, realization about the burdens and what's causing this situation called love and why you always reach this plateau with this situation. Yeah, it's clarity. You have clarity in regards to the direction that you need to go into, and also about your peace, happiness, and harmonious energy, Four Wands energy. So the Four Wands comes with you having your cake and eating it too. This could be love, this could be harmony, this could be peace, but it also comes with you in your Drake energy. You only live once. Be bold, be fearless, do what you love. Knight of Wands energy. This is, yeah, and doing the work. Knight of Pentacles energy. You can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, keep pushing every day, especially when it comes to your insecurity. Seven of Swords energy. And then there will be communication or movement there, or there has to be movement or some type of communication in order for you to even look at something. That's called growth. The type of communication that comes to you is not going to make you feel insecure. You've done the work and you also are living and doing what you need to do. But the communication comes when you realize, yeah, that you need balance in your life, growth and balance, and to take a leap for yourself. And the Three of Wands energy also comes out to let you know that when it comes to this situation, what you have to understand is that you have the foresight, or also being able to see ahead, but knowing and seeing the potential basically could be looking in the future, but it could be also trying to, have, what is it called? The confidence of being able to move forward and grow without this situation being here. And that's where you're not emotional about the situation. You're moving forward when it comes to certain situations. So you have to understand that that is why you are doing the things that you're doing and why you're doing it the way you're doing it. So I believe that's a really good read. Let me go ahead and pull from the Four Agreements, and then stay tuned to the end if you want to get clarification about the Four Agreements and also about the chakras with the crystal decks. Yeah, after this, it will be the release with the affirmation. So stay tuned to after this, but don't take anything personally. Again, you start to take things personal, you become volatile, rebellious, and you start to match this twin flame energy. But your truth is personal to you. How you believe and what you believe and why you do the excessive things. You have to understand why first, and then know that it's time for you to pull your energy back and reach a plateau when people aren't respecting that, when they become toxic and they make you start getting into their energy. You know what I mean? And so playing games, your own opinions and point of views. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. So, yeah, what was I reading? Oh, your own opinion and point of view reflects your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but yours. So, how you feel, being in the excessive energy, the volatile energy, understanding why you've done this excessive things, but being able to let go of the pain and the hurt of the past, of and understanding why this was the case, then you won't feel like a fool. You'll have balance and you'll be able to grow and move forward without feeling bad, because we often stay around 10 years or almost 10 years because we feel bad about saying no or walking away. And that if we understand this from the beginning and learn not to take it personally about how somebody feels or about how we feel, we just know that when it's codependent, toxic energy around us, that we have to let go. We have to let go and end things. And that is what tower energies are like. And that's why they're there, so that it's tearing down our limiting beliefs. Sometimes you have to tear down the limiting beliefs you have built for yourself, the tower and volcano, to move forward better, stronger, and wiser, to move forward, rebuild better, stronger, and wiser, because the codependence, bad habits, and addicted energies, because we're addicted to a person, place, thing, or a situation, right? Causes us to have to end or to be in this negative phase of life. And that's not how we get along. And that's when we become emotionalist. Is that a word? When we have a lack of emotions when it comes to our feelings, and we don't, it's everything will stay stagnant, if that makes sense. So that's why we have to understand that it's okay to let go of the burdens, and not to mimic the things that people, or the baggage, and not to mimic the things that people do, because these are every time we turn into a chrysalis, or we have to transform when in early stages, not down the line. So you don't see a butterfly and going back to being a chrysalis or a caterpillar, right? You don't see that happening, and you don't see a butterfly or Spider-Man saving the villains. He's saving the innocent, right? And so that's kind of how I see that. So when it comes to the games, it's judgment day, and you make a final decision, and you're not trying to fix or repair someone. Oh, why is my camera doing that? Oh, there you go. You're not trying to fix or repair somebody who's blocked off, and you're not looking in the clouds to see the potential in a person. You're just moving forward with your creativity and understanding, and you're not going to be a chameleon when it comes to dealing with somebody and wanting people to, I don't know why my camera isn't adjusting, but wanting to adapt to people's toxicity. So let's pull from the crystal deck. And you guys, again, stay tuned for the videos at the end. The anhydro is the throat chakra and the third eye chakra, and all the chakras is for the the anhydro is all the chakras. All right. And it's comfort, supports, and heals. And the blue topaz is the throat and the third eye chakra. So contentment, relaxation, and truth. And that's what this is. Reaching a plateau. Contentment, relaxation, and truth. I am content in the knowledge that I am protected by the universe. I am content in the knowledge that I am protected by the universe. The anhydro says, I am sustained and healed by the universe. So this is not waiting for someone to heal you or to see the beauty in you, which is here why this is unsure. You're letting the universe guide you, and you're seeing your creativity and moving forward and seeing the beauty in yourself. So let's go ahead and release this information. Let's release the negativity with an affirmation. Stay tuned. Now, let's say an affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. And remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys. Please do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Have a nice day. Hey guys, let's talk about the chakras. We start off with the crown chakra. That is your belief system, unlearning to relearn. What you need to do is understand that that's your spirituality, selflessness, and wisdom. The third eye chakra is your intuition, perception, and understanding. The saying, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. Well, once your intuition, perception, and understanding kicks in, you won't explain yourself a third or fourth or maybe a second time. The throat chakra is your communication, expression, and trust. Say what you want, mean what you say, trust in what you say. Then we have the heart chakra, love, harmonious, and forgiveness. The ability to send strength and healing, period. That's it. Send strength and healing to a person, place, thing, or a situation, because no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. Then we have the solar plex chakra, your optimistic energy, your clarity, and your personal power. You're taking your personal power back by knowing what it is and being optimistic in regards to the future. The sacral chakra, your emotions, your intimacy, and your confidence. Be confident in the way that you want to be loved, how you want to be loved, and the way you expect to be loved. Lastly, we have the root chakra, your survival, stability, and grounding yourself. Just know that when all your chakras are blocked, everything will feel like depression, sadness, and unsure energy, and it will keep you stagnant. So make sure you understand your chakras and you keep them in check. All right, you guys, I love you. Okay, today we're going to talk about the 4 agreements. Well, now it's the 5th agreement. We're learning to be impeccable with our word. Impeccability of the word is saying what you want, meaning what you say, and not speaking ill in regards to the things that you want or need. So learning to be impeccable with your words is speaking with integrity, saying only what you mean, not speaking ill, not having harsh conversations, or speaking against yourself or gossiping. So say what you want, mean what you say, use the words that you want, if that makes sense. And so this means no gossiping about the past lover, the past relationship, the past person. What you need to do is to understand that no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. And yes, I'm mixing up the 4 agreements also with the game of life and how to play it. If we learn those, then we'll understand why the impeccability of your word is worth it. And the second agreement is don't take anything personally. The thing is that when we take things personally, it's like eating poison that somebody gives us. 9 times out of 10, hurt people, and you don't want to be a part of those. So don't take anything personally from what a person did. And again, go back to what I say, hurt people. You have to learn to go ahead and say, nothing that anyone does moves you, and that's a part of the game of life and how to play it. Also, what others say to you is a projection of their own reality. Like Drika says, Kevin Gates' wife, they're not hurting me, they're hurting themselves. And that is when it comes to anything that may be considered bitter or maybe poisonous to you or sent towards you. So you don't have to worry about how karma works. All you need to do is not to take it personally when a person wrongs you. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. Don't assume that someone knows how you feel. Say what you want, mean what you say. That is practicing your throat chakra. And yes, you're not going to assume, you're not going to see potential in someone, and you're not going to get to a point to where you think that somebody knows exactly how you feel. You're going to speak as clearly as you need to. You're going to question, you're going to ask questions, and you're going to basically express yourself and communicate with others as clearly as possible. This is so that we won't learn to take things personally when we are disappointed by somebody assuming or us seeing the potential in a person. We're going to say exactly what it is that we want out of every situation. Next, we're at the 4th agreement. Always do your best. When they say always do your best, that is the way that we live. We try to heal people and make sure that they heal from their childhood traumas, past relationships, the hurt that we see, the energy that they portray, and just to let them know that they can trust us. And so what happens when we always do our best, sometimes that comes with us starting to take things personal because we saw potential in a person who was too hurt to fix. We have to realize that we can't fix everyone. And if we've done our best, the only thing that we can do is either walk away and send strength and healing to this person, place, thing, or situation. But that comes with us not being impeccable with our words. I always say that 9 times out of 10, if I cut you off, you handed me the scissors. So we know that time and time again, we try everything to help. And we just have to realize that we've done our best in this situation. And at some point, there's nothing else that we can do. And now we have a new agreement. It's the 5th agreement. Now, the 5th agreement is be skeptical, but learn to listen. Now, this is when you start to feel anxious and you start to have anxiety because now you are questioning everything that you learned from agreement 1, being impeccable with your word, agreement 2, not to take anything personal, agreement 3, not to make assumptions, and agreement 4, always do your best. Now, when you start to question yourself, this is when you're starting to understand the true meaning of your emotions and understanding that you have the ability to make a decision actually saying no. And these happen because you know that somebody is trying to take you back into your past emotions or make you look into the future, which you know will be okay. And in this present moment, it makes you feel some type of way. So that's where you have to be skeptical about who this person is or what this situation is that is making you question what you've learned in the past or from the past. And so when this happens, you have to look at it in a way of, well, was I very clear with this person? Well, did I make assumptions that this person had the potential to take me to this new level, or what the universe is trying to teach me? Or what should I be learning from this situation? And then that's when you have to use the power of your word to say exactly how you feel at this present moment, and also to not take it personally that this person is trying to make you revisit the past. So you're going to use your words at that present moment to say, sorry, I'm not going to be able to subscribe to this. And this is how I feel, and move forward. So this is where you learn to be skeptical, but you're going to learn, but you're not going to take it personally by spewing poison or even trying to get even with the person. And this is how you know that you have conquered when it comes to the 5 agreements. So what this looks like is, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel anxious, or why do I feel like the need to say no? Was I impeccable with my word? Did I make an assumption that someone had the potential to be better than what I thought? I know at the end of the day, I've done my best. So am I starting to take this personal when it comes to how this person, place, thing, or situation is treating me? And you have to understand what the 5th agreement is trying to teach you. It's learning to look at doubt in a different way, to look at the doubt and to question your answers, or question your feelings or your emotions. This is a way of mastering your emotions, mastering the way that you feel from your emotions, and also mastering to set boundaries. Boundaries are a big part of understanding why the 5 agreements were created. We don't learn boundaries. As a child, we learn to listen to our parents. We learned how to make our parents happy or the people around us, but we never really learn or master the way that we really feel, the things that we really want to say. And so this is where we have to learn to set the boundaries, to be impeccable with our words, not to take anything personal, but also not to make assumptions, but know that at the end of the day that we've done our best. But being skeptical, learning to listen to our emotions and why we feel the way we do is a huge part of growing up. And if we were to learn this as a child, then maybe we wouldn't let people walk over us as an adult. And this is when we learn how to control our emotions and not to feel bad when we have to say no or even walk away from the things that no longer serve us. So you're going to use your words at that present moment to say, sorry, I'm not going to be able to subscribe to this. And this is how I feel, and move forward. So this is where you learn to be skeptical, but you're going to learn, but you're not going to take it personally by spewing poison or even trying to get even with the person. And this is how you know that you have conquered when it comes to the 5 agreements.